Um, Good afternoon, everybody, or Juma Mubarak to you all. First of all, I'm very sorry I'm a little bit late, just a couple of minutes. I came here to discuss with you what is currently happening in the political scene in the Gambia. You will all agree with me that we fought a very, very hard battle and we won very, very fairly. Okay. My fear is we are sliding back into dictatorship, be it constitutional dictatorship, which we have under Sadauda Kairaba Jawara. Gambian chief Sadauda and his cabals perfect opportunity to strengthen democracy, but instead they were only engaged on securing their position and negating their constitutional responsibilities. Why I am worried about the UDP situation is that UDPS, they are claiming they are the biggest party in the Gambia. And also statistics show that in the past election, after APRC, they are the biggest political party. No argument about that. But they went into election on a number of occasions against Yaya Jammeh, and they were unsuccessful. Now they are unsuccessful, and also they can argue that they are the party that suffered most under the hands of Yaya Jammeh, because Yaya Jammeh see them as a directorate. We agree. But what was lawyer Darboe doing about it? We can all remember the disappearance of Kanyiba Kanyi, the death of Sajo Kunjang, and many, many others from UDP. And recently, Solo Sandeng. Femi Peters have been to prison twice, you know, to save democracy, not only for UDP. I can say that. Now people are claiming Roya Darboe is the Nelson Mandela of the Gambia, and he cannot be criticized. That is equal to sanctifying somebody, and that is equal to making somebody thinking he is beyond criticisms, and that can breed the type of Sadao that we have. Of course, Jawara didn't kill anybody, but what we are suffering now was as a direct result of Jawara's administration. Please, there's no argument about that. Yaya Jammeh is directly made by PPP government and illicit on Gambian people. So Jawara didn't kill anybody. He is not corrupt, I can tell you that, because there are records to show it. But there are very, very corrupt people surround Jawara, and they make it very difficult for him to do his work. And already the signs are there. Adama Barrow also is in a similar situation. Okay, before lawyer Darboe accept the position of External Affairs Minister, I totally believe he went to prison for the cause of Gambian people. But as soon as he accept that, my doubts start to creep in. What were his objective? What I think, if I am in lawyer Darboe's position, what I should be doing, I wouldn't accept any position from Adama Barrow's government. I will see Adama Barrow's success as my success, because he brought up Adama Barrow. He introduced him to politics. He make all the ground work for him. Now he is the president. He can sit back and enjoy Adama Barrow's success, and also concentrate on securing justice for the number of UDP supporters who suffered untold sufferings, just to make sure political field is leveling for him, so that he, lawyer Darboe, can achieve his ambition to become the Gambia president. Now, these victims and many other victims of the Gambia, of the old APRC regime, have to suffer, on their own, are left to fight for their own justice, without no legal aid from anybody on their own. I think that is unjustly fair. Now, if you tell me lawyer Darboe went to prison for my own behalf, well, I am here, I'm not working for Gambia government. Lawyer Darboe went to prison for his personal behalf, and my argument is he's already got his fair share of reward. He is now the External Affairs Minister and also head of UDP. This External Affairs Minister position will give lawyer Darboe and his UDP unlimited lobbying capabilities, because he is in direct contact with the international community. It's an opportunity for him to sell his party to the international community. So how can people agree that he suffered for me? I believe that before he took up that position. If he said, oh, I'm not taking a position in this government, and I see that he's standing up for the victims of UDP supporters who suffered untold suffering for 22 years, they never receive any form of justice. Lawyer Darboe should dedicate his life, this transition period, to make sure those people get remedy from the Court of Justice. Now he got the External Affairs Minister. He's number 2, who's supposed to be. He's take over from you. Amadou Sane is the Finance Minister. One of their executives, Ibrahim Silla, is now in control of GRTS. Now they're saying they are going on their own. That's a conflict of interest. Gambians, let's be wise. Let's learn our lessons. GRTS Director Ibrahim Silla is an executive member of UDP. Now Lawyer Darboe is External Affairs Minister, head of UDP, and now UDP are going it alone. They want to contest parliamentary election on their own. We expect if they have their majority in the House, the UDP parliamentarians will only promote the agenda of APRC, whether that favor entire Gambia or not. And that was not the purpose of this coalition. The number one priority of coalition was to get rid of Yahya Jammeh physically. And when we got rid of Yahya Jammeh, we have 3 years to get rid of Yahya Jammeh bad laws. We have 3 years to dismantle Yahya Jammeh killing machines. We have 3 years to reconstruct an economy. We have 3 years to introduce proper educational system. 3 years to make sure the number of Yahya Jammeh victims receive justice. We also to make sure that the political level field is level and is fair. Now, if UDP go it alone, they will have that majority in the parliaments. And already they have the finance ministry, they have the local government ministry. We know the influence local government ministry have in local elections in the Gambia. These people are in charge of the chiefs and the alcalos. UDP have that. They have the external ministry. They're in charge of the only television station in the Gambia. That's not leveling field. What UDP did was they hoodwink majority of Gambian people. Once we got rid of Yahya Jammeh, they just rushing to occupy that advantage position once occupied by Yahya Jammeh. And that's grossly unfair and is dishonest. We have to call spade spade. You know, I voted for Lawyer Darboe for 3 good elections. Not because I'm UDP, but I expect him to do better than Yahya Jammeh. But what he's doing now, he's doing worse than Yahya Jammeh. Because Yahya Jammeh was honest to the Gambians. When he wanted to be in the power, he took guns. He don't go through the democratic means. He took guns and imposed himself on Gambian people. And he told them, all the time, 22 years, Yahya Jammeh keep reminding us, look, if you want to be in my position, you have to do what I do. Until Gambian people tell him that, look, we are in control. We can get rid of you if we are fed up enough. And now we got rid of him by coalition. And that coalition also, Gambia have tried to unite on number of occasions. There's this argument, who is responsible of Gambia not uniting? And for some reason, coincidentally, whether there is truth to it or not, but Lawyer Darboe was in prison when eventually our coalition, our opposition leaders managed to unite. He was in prison. And Gambia went to the polls. Everybody was angry. They want to make sure Lawyer Darboe and his, because we know they went to prison unjustly, and many other Gambians. So Gambians come to their rescue. I can say that the coalition come to the Lawyer Darboe's rescue. We free him from prison. After freeing him from prison, we went to the election. We reward him again with a ministerial position. We reward his party again with another ministerial position, the finance ministry. We reward them again with another ministerial position, the local government minister. We reward him again and his party, the position of Director General of GRTS. We know what media can do. We know the importance, the role the local government ministry can play in elections in the Gambia, because the local government minister is in charge of the algalos, is in charge of the councillors, is in charge of the keeps. So UDP got everything. They should stay with the coalition. We already got rid of Yaya Jammeh. Get rid of all the bad system. We make a complete break from Yaya Jammeh. Then after 3 years, we can break and all go away. But if that is not done, I am calling on lawyer Darboe and his UDP ministers to resign from the coalition government, because they swore to serve under the coalition government. Now they are telling us that they are going to create a UDP dominant parliament that will be only there to promote the interests of our UDP. That is grossly unfair and is injustice, is criminal. We should all come together and stop this madness. It have to stop. It have to stop. Gambians, and also I'm going to dedicate this last part of my video to my brothers and sisters, Combo South. There is no doubt we are one of the richest consequences in the Gambia. We have the fish, we have the beaches, we have the forest, we have everything. But we are the one also who suffered most under the Yaya Jammeh. So let nobody fool us again. Let nobody fool us again. When lawyer Darboe and his cabal come, tell them in their faces that we are tired. We vote for this coalition to give us justice, which we were done for 22 years. Now that's not your interest. Your interest is to get your power, is to get your parliament, which will be responsible of making laws. We have seen already lawyer Darboe influence under this coalition. So we need an opposite to that which can go and against that. Right now, the age gap limit was a bad law we will accept, but it's now clear now. Lawyer Darboe now is free to contest for next election. So, but that age again is not gap. So if we are not careful, we are creating another Mugabe type of situation. When the next election is due, lawyer Darboe will be around 70 years. I think he's 67 now. If he decides to contest and he won, which if we let him if you let him control that parliament, he is going to automatically win straight away. And if we win, by the end of that 5 years, he will be 75. Nobody is talking about third limit already. If there is no third limit, what are we letting ourselves into? This is my argument, and that's why I come to address it. I will be going to this WhatsApp group to share my opinion with. This is my opinion, and I'm backing them with real facts and proper observations. If Darboe want to go it alone, let him separate completely from the coalition. Darboe, you and your party want to go it alone. Please leave our coalition alone. Let's try to build our Gambia. You have to be fair to Adama Barrow. Adama Barrow resigned his position and he is duly elected. Please let the boy be a president. You know, how can Adama Barrow now go and face other opposition members in his government? Because the man he's looking up to as a godfather now is telling him that I'm going to create my own parliament, which is only going to promote the agendas of UDP. Please make his work easy for him. Please, lawyer, make Adam Barrow's work easy for him. Thank you all for listening. Until next time. I should be back anyway pretty soon. Thank you. Bye.